What's up, everybody? Namaste. Namaskar. Tapilai. Kasto. Cha. How are you? Busted out some Tibetan at the gas station just now when I got some beers. So here we are back for another poker game tournament. We are rocking a $1 game. We're already lagging a little bit. Let's get the screen set up here. What are we doing here? That's not the right screen. Just getting going. How's everyone doing? Drop a like in the comment. The live chat is rocking at 0. But you know what we do? We play poker. We slump the ops. We secure the Hublows. As you can see, I played another $3 game for my morning game. I won that one as well. Kind of a slower game. Got some good cards at the end, but just didn't record it. And again, I don't record every tournament I play. But you can see, I've had 2 wins in a row. Woo. It's a big bet. I'm thinking a pocket pair or a big draw. I'm thinking pocket pair. Oh yeah, pocket pair. Oh, that pocket pair. Queen, King 8 suited, big blind. So yeah, the words, and again, in like Tibetan, I would not put as, again, I just studied for 5 seconds. but again, without learning the script to the language, it's like, again, and you really don't need like a lot. Once you're comfortable with the being, like the verbs, like the main verbs, and just how to address a couple things, that's really when I consider, again, you can start building off of context, literally learning the vocabulary. Like when I went to the gas station, there was, I don't know, 2 guys and a lady. And Nepal is right between, it's right north of India and south of China. And India has like 20 some odd spoken languages. So, but again, if I can't associate the letters to the sounds or letters to the words, then it's just I would never call myself fluent. But I can pronounce anything instantly. It's like when I go in there, I can hear the phonetics. Like there's no part of the sentence I can't hear. I don't know. So, but again, I have no motivation to learn another writing script. I don't care. I might again if I ever feel safe enough to have a career, man. Life just feels over. It never started. Didn't eat dinner yesterday either, so I missed dinner twice. Had my big protein shake for breakfast, so I get nutrients. But I don't generate a natural appetite when I'm completely out of society. Checking through. Busting out the beers a little earlier today. Big bet. It's not like I have to wait till 1:30 to drink, or it's like I'm dying to drink beers. It's just like I'm bored as fuck. What I'm going to do until I'm dead. So big bet, fold. And I'll jump in when something gets super interesting. I can only say pocket pair, 3 of a kind, maybe so many times. But yeah, Gary Lewis Jr., man, or I think it's Gary Lewis Jr., but he also has a son named Gary Lewis Jr. So, Chief of Police of Bexley, man. One personal friend away. Their city is distributing my property, and I can't eat food. That is quintessential to sales Columbus, Ohio mentality. Fuck you, where's mine? Once I get mine, be nice to me and don't say bad things about me, even though I treated you like shit my whole life. So I didn't really know Gary Lewis, the chief of police, personally. Again, I knew his son personally, and decently well, and one of his friends very well. And they just steal my property. They do nothing, and they won't click on videos on the internet, let alone. But hey, no problem. If you're a chief of police and you were distributing my property, gangbusters. It's on. I will never have a life because of these people. 9-10 suited. Let's play a hand. But they gotta make friends, have families. Definitely not on a shove. So pocket pair. This early in the tournament, I'm always thinking more of a pocket pair for a shove than a draw. $1 game could go either way. So hopefully we'll get to the money and play through to the absolute finish, because like we saw in the last one, when the $3 tournaments, once you get down to 3 people, it just automatically stops. So almost sort of a shove there to me as a pocket pair as opposed to a draw. Later on in the tournament could be a draw as opposed to a pocket pair. Rockets! Ooh, and I did see a straight flush in the game this morning. Didn't have a big consequences for the hand. I think I only got like 100, 200 chips. But again, with those big hands, you need to have somebody else have a big hand as well. Like a 2-card flush, another straight flush. I think it was a 2-card straight flush where again he's had only 3 of the cards were showing on the board. And he had 2 cards that completed the straight flush. I believe it was that. Again, but when I'm again playing poker, that I'm not doing the commentaries over. I'm watching Netflix, so I'm not watching the hands nearly as closely. So Rockets, obviously no raise. Just call. Hopefully we get a lot of people in. We do not. In this scenario like this, so we do get some people in. Now I hope 2 raises. I hope 3 raises. We get a check. 888's out there. I'll check through it. Yeah, but what words did I bust out today? Yeah, I busted out the Tamalai Kasto Cha. Which is like, to you, how is. Kind of like literally. So full house with the 8. I have the dominant full house. 4 of a kind takes me, obviously. But again, when I see 2 8s out there, I'm thinking there's an 8 out there. When I see 3, I think there's not. So now I just want to throw in a value bet, see what happens. I don't think an 8 would be slow playing it at this point, no. So probably not a big board for someone to call in without a 6 or another pocket pair. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make much use out of the Rockets. So now there's a full house showing, but I have a higher full house. So this is a very interesting hand actually, because unless he thinks I have a higher pocket pair full house, he will call this. So I'm going to still bet what I think he will call, thinking that I'm a novice player, not knowing that the pot's going to be split. 200. Should go. Haha, higher full house in the pocket, baby. So completely understandable call by 3, because that a lot of people will do that. They'll bet against somebody if the like full house showing on the board, and unless somebody has a higher full house, you're going to chop the pot. So a lot of people get nervous if someone shoves all in on that hand and then folds when they would 100% for sure split the pot. But again, pocket Rockets for the slumpy full house in the bag. Sweet. So I call it a 2 raise here, or a 1 raise. Or 2. I keep forgetting what I call it. But yeah, 1:30 is typically just the time when I'm done with all my chores and stuff. How bad I want to feel safe enough to eat food. How bad I want to leave this city. How bad I want to leave this fucking country. Like I said, I am out, man. I will never come back into society. I don't want to. I just want a steady fucking paycheck so I can pay my fucking bills and start a family and away from fucking freak shows. 9-4 offsuit, definitely folding. What else did I say? I said, the Paila is like to like to you or something. Again, those little structure. Again, I can't translate. I translate word for word on everything. I just don't know. I just made up the phrases to throw some stuff out of the gas station. What's the other one? Tapainko Namkeho. What's your name? Tapainko. Tapain, you. Tapainko, your. Nam, name. K, what? Ho, yes. Ho. Oina. Yes, no. Ho, yes. Oina, no. Another one. That's about all I did. And then, what's the second? Danyavad. I think it's Hindi. I watched a YouTube video. But Danyavad. Thank you. King Ace. Getting some cards. And obviously everyone knows Namaste. I don't know, and Namaskar. So I don't know what the difference is. What are we doing, Bovada? We lagging? No, players, some might be lagging. I do think the fruit flies were definitely the outside bin, so I just put it outside and there's not very many left. Big raise, pre-flop, hits top pair, top kicker. We'll check, see what he does. He initiated the bet. Bring it on, Daddy. Oh, yeah, Daddy, you hit the king, so did I. What you got? Should come out with a bet here. You raise pre-flop, big guy. You look like a total bitch. Oh, slidey bet. He's floundering. He's floundering. What do we bet? My draw didn't hit. What do we bet? Oh, there's a check. Now I pounce. I bet what I think I can get out of him. Not a huge one. 180. Where'd your draw go that you raised pre-flop, bro? How's that going? Uh-oh. Thanks. I hate life. Jack 7. Let's play it. Try to get on a little win streak, get the account back over $100. And I'm now in positive territory. Lifetime earnings of about $7. I think it was right around 80, 87, 89 bucks. Total money put into this account. Hits top pair with the jack. We'll bet and try to take the small pot. So I bet here again because it's top pair, but easily could get neutralized by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, check, queen, king, ace, by more cards like the ace. But I'll bet again, see what he's doing. Triples up, awesome, fantastic. Could have a straight, no flush draw. He doesn't think I have anything, so I can bet pretty big here. Got lucky with the 3 of a kind. That's why you play some funsy hands. So it takes the pot down there. Yeah, can't have quad 7s. So nice little hand. Woo! Very. Tapenko. What's I think it's Miro Nam. Brad Hope. Just kind of like shout yes after their name. Yeah, because it says that. Well, I watched Learn Nepali Language. The dude's pretty cool. He only has like 5 videos. He hasn't uploaded in like a year. I liked his videos. Dude, without learning the writing script, it's just learning phrases, and I can already pronounce all of the phonetics. So it's just like, if your English is good enough, bro, it's not like I need to pack on another language. 79, slidey bet. Middle pair, top pair, flush draw. 4-7. Oh yeah, I did watch Shark Tank yesterday. It was live. That was pretty interesting. And I really wanted to do the television review episodes for the products as an investor, but I'm drinking beer and ripping off my instant reactions to more cuboids as it happens, so probably won't do reviews for Shark Tank as with my TV series. 4-7, open-ended straight draw. We'll check through. We'll call a small bet. Do poker. Do poker. Is that a small bet? That's a 3. He's pulling up with a trace. Trace mas. Nah. Even on open-ended straight draw, could call there. Wouldn't be undisciplined, but I'm just not gonna feel priced into after the turn. Oh, would have hit the strizzy. Terrible tragedy. Moment of silence for Brad. Getting a lot of cards again. But I'm more apt to carry on a bet like that with a flush, a 1-card flush draw. Like 2 diamonds in my hand, 3 bet. I would call that on a flush draw to see the turn. On an open-ended straight, nah. It's a no from me, dog. It's a no from me, dog. But yeah, back down to I woke up today, I don't know, right around 175, 176. I hate being this light. I fucking hate it. But I can't eat consistently because I don't feel safe. So I get my nutrients in the morning, beers throughout the day for calories, and then dinner if I can eat it. Shout out Gary Lewis, man. That's what the great. And again, like they're all the kids that are in their army. They were Army Reserves or the Army type of people. Now police chief, and I can't eat food because this community destroyed my life. And he wasn't Gary Lewis wasn't like super involved in the St. Paul. His kids went into sales, but they were like super. They weren't. His friend or his son wasn't in my grade. He had another son in my brother's grade But just that whole community. If I have the slightest personal connection to you, you have a legal obligation to do something, and you're refusing to, and I can't eat fucking food. Please, Gary Lewis, please let me know what you think is what's more disrespectful than that, man. I can't eat. Big bets. Trip 3 of a kind. No straight draw. Flush draw potential. So big bets. 2 pair, 3 of a kind. I'm thinking 3 of a kind. And I've been enduring this forever. Good fold. Showing some cards. Like to see that. So that's at 175 to 185, depending on how well I eat food. Yeah, how degrading is that, man? Like, we have the big uproar about the Iranian girl getting killed for the hijab, which is obviously fucking terrible. But I hate hypocrites, man. And to know how many fucking Americans are directly aware of my rights being violated and I can't eat food. I would wear a hijab and go somewhere if I could eat there, right? So, I have less rights than people in Iran, literally. I can't fucking eat. All I need to fit into society. I caught the tail end of the DeSales football game. I saw Ryan Wiggins is still the fucking head coach. He's only 43. That did not strike me as a young 30-year-old when I was in high school. That was pretty interesting to hear. It's such a cesspool. Diamonds, flush draw. Shove, 2 card flushes. Neither. Interesting. So, well, they split it with kings. So that was a good. I think they both had king jack. One had one. If he would have hit a diamond, he would have had a flush. So I think he was the one that shoved. So the initiation of that bet that was reckless to me. Just top pair with 3 diamonds showing, and you have no diamonds. But he made a decision. He shoved it. He applied the pressure instantly. Had a top pair, certainly not a no hand. If the flush draw gets neutralized and the person just has a one diamond, so I think the position sizing was a little funky from 3, not overly bad. I mean, to me that looks like a bet size to say, he wants 1 to make a decision. He has a top pair, hoping it's not diamonds. Unfortunately for 3, they had the same hand and 1 had a diamond, so a very easy call for him. So, and a high diamond at that. So, good hand. I don't think that was bad. 8, 10, 7. Okay. I did clean. I finally did some chores. I cleaned the toilets today, so that was fun. I thought I flooded my house. So on the back of a toilet, there's like this little water refill line. It's got like a little guiding plastic thing that holds it down, and it just got like unhitched from that. And so I was putting in those bleach tablets in the back, Clorox bleach tablets. Looks like a value bet. Or just trying to push me out quick. So I'll call that fold here. But I go to put the yeah, okay, so just probably hit the ace. Probably had nothing on the flop. Yeah. Oh, yep, hit the ace and then hit a flush. So not a bad bet. I was gonna fold regardless, so he's betting what he thinking good out of me. Looks like a good size. But so I go to put these little Clorox tablet things. Again, normal use, I don't think is being so proactive, HQ Flats, that you bleach tablets in the back of the or water refill tub on your toilet. But again, just a scummy apartment corporation cunts, mid-level managers, they're just going to assort any authority over you they can. And when I go to put the tablet in there, it says, put it in there, put the tablet in there when the water level is low. So I flush the toilet and the guideline comes loose, and it's just spraying water everywhere. And I'm like, oh, sick. Fucking awesome. I'm going to flood my house now. I'm trying to clean the toilet. Now I just flooded everything. Sweet. Everything's breaking. I love it. I honestly hate having a fucking house. It's more chores. My quality of life is less. I have no reward, and I just have more shit to do that I don't want to do, and I'm owed money that I can pay for somebody else to do it. But hey, everybody else gets to go to business conferences and watch the compound live over here at this conference, and everyone's going around from party to festival to, oh, I'm gonna make 100,000. Oh, I'm just so privileged. So small bets, 1 card straight, 2 cards straight. No flush draw. Maybe a small middle pair out there. Looks like a dud hand. 6, 7, yep, low pair. 5, 10, nothing. Yep. I do want to make some edibles, try to make it easier, eating a little easier. Like I said, as health for myself, I do high dose edibles at least once every 2 months. Because I really don't like being like stoned out of my mind to the point where I've never smoked too much weed where I've gotten too high, like uncomfortable high or paranoid. Like my brother would say, he would get too paranoid smoking weed. He's too insecure and doesn't grow up, and then he has to force into awareness, and he doesn't like what he realizes. And then all of those people spread their insecurity through a group and just push it onto me. like my cousin Jimmy, who I don't know, he's probably like 40, mid 40s, maybe young to mid 40s is my guess. I don't really know. But sent some video in a group chat to me, my dad, his brother, who is 2 years younger than him, and my brother. And it was just some like a comedy sketch on TikTok, which again, I've never been on TikTok. I'm not against any social media. I've been pushed out of society. The only reason I quit Instagram is because no one would like my music. And again, if I ever pop off as a music, like Eric Weinstein says, I'm going to use my voice to shame and to press charges against everybody who's slandered my name to the point where I can't start a fucking family. So nobody wants to support my music, I'll write you into songs. Don't worry about that. So, I'm not going to dead hand. I don't know what I was saying before then. No. Kind of slow game. No slumps yet. We're all about the same chip stack dynamic. One away from pretty substantial blinds. We just changed the blinds. It's a slow game. Got some good cards. Oh, but cooking edibles. And once you get scapegoated, man, it's just like you just sit here. It's just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I want to go to a festival. I want to have a friend. I want to have a girlfriend. I want to do social things. I want to go to a business meeting. I want to do stuff. Big bet, flush draw potential. Probably a king with a flush draw runner. Probably hit a king there. And I think that's a reasonable bet. I would probably, if you have absolutely nothing, you turn a high card with a good kicker. Depends what the other player's doing or what the board's at. I don't know. But does it make sense to bet that big? You bet like 167 or something. Bet what you can get or bet what you think he will call there. I would bet smaller, assuming that he just hit something on the turn and did not slow play the flop. If he slow played the flop, he would still bet smaller. So I would bet what you thought he would certainly call on the turn and then bet bigger on the river. So if he's going to fold, and he might, if you bet at 1 or 2 bet, he's probably thinking you're just throwing something out there to shove him out that he might call on just a high card or something. 3-9 suited, let's play it. But yeah, I just didn't know. Like I said, I already know all the phonetics of all the languages, but I haven't really disciplined learned any of like the Southeast Asia or India range just because of the script. My God, I feel disgusting. Every day of my life, it feels absolutely disgusting. 3-9 suited, and everybody's culpable. Everybody. People only give a fuck about their own family and their 5 fucking friends, and then they don't give a fuck that somebody else can't eat food. Never say there's rights in America. Never say there's decency in America. There were no values. There's no family life. There was just selfish fucking idiots that are too incompetent to grow up. I told you, like, Nate Lewis is connected to me on LinkedIn. Yeah, man, let's link up and do business together. Fuck no. I want sales to disappear. Not violence. I'm really not violence. They really tortured me, and then they literally just gonna walk down the street and nothing happens to them. I can't eat my dinner. Shout out Tim Dune, Ryan Maloney, Brendan Schlebig, Patrick McGuire, Brendan O'Connell, Matt DeCesar, DeCesare, Chris Couric, Zach Lambert, Josiah Charlemagne, Chad Ransom, Dalton, Nebraska, TJ Alas. I really appreciate it, guys. I spent 10 years playing stupid fucking games that I didn't want to play. And I was forced to because of the stupid sentiment of our fucking parents and you guys. And now you won't click on a video. Well, I'm going to say your name in all of them. I hope you guys never have jobs. I hope nobody in society ever respects you or your fucking families. To the rest of the world, those people slowed down science by 20 fucking years. To play games and come. And I say that with no violence, not mad at all. Die off. Don't legalize cannabis. War in Ukraine. Use those fucking nukes, Putin. Who gives a fuck? Both Ukrainian and fucking Russia can somehow facilitate war while both stealing my property and not publishing it. So, human beings are dirty animals on a fucking rock, and not a single person alive today will have any sort of respect or legacy ever. Never, ever. Nunca, never, never, ever, never, ever. Never real. Never. Real might be. Real? Jamais? Jamais, I think it's never. I haven't spoken French in years. People won't let me socialize. But again, once you learn it to an intimate level, you can't forget it. So it's like, I might take 2 seconds to regenerate all the French words I know. But like I said, I see enough French and Latvian and other stuff on Twitter and stuff. Big bets, flush draw, big board. 2-card flush, we have a shove. 3 of a kind, we'll call here. Sterling's going to call that. If he doesn't, it's a terrible bet size. You bet that big and you're not ready to shove, that's a terrible bet size. Because to me that shows a novice player, he or she is excited about the hand, and then somebody else shoves all in, they're like, deer in the headlights, He folds here is retarded. He initiated a bet, see, that is a horrible bet size. A board like that, you only bet like that if you're coming out. You have king queen suited, and you might have the royal flush. Dude comes back, 2-card flush. You think he had like an ace or 2 pair, 3 of a kind. That bet sizing makes no sense. Feel around the board, see if anyone's got the flush. So bad bet sizing 5, and now you are the definitive low stack. Same type of dynamics, not super convincing, but certainly a slow game. This one is nobody slumped yet. Pocket 8s, 2 kings showing. I will throw out a something to see what get a feel if there's a king out there. Shivers. Getting into fall time. I don't know what the official day of fall is. The winter solstice. It's December 21st, I believe. I've been enduring this torturous negligence my entire fucking life. The whole thing. So took it with 8s. Again, a king. If somebody else had a king there, they would have checked, or they would have called. Probably so would have been certainly would have called. Would have been smart to call and not to raise. And they would hit 4 of a kind kings, which actually would have been again. No, obviously nobody had a king. But 4 of a kind kings versus a pocket full house with kings, I'd probably almost certainly think I would have the dominant hand to be slumped. So a big shove pre-flop, or shove pre-flop, a big shove. You only have one type of shove. Well, I guess big or small if you have how many chips you got. Our little fruit fly buddies still around, but they are way, way less. There's like 5 in the whole house right now. Oh, I have helped everybody and everybody hurts me and nobody cares. It is such a struggle to maintain body weight when you can't fucking eat food, and I've been doing this for 10 fucking years. Shout out Ryan Wiggins. Dan Garrick is still is a principal at sales. And again, you need to go to prison, Dan Garrick. Everybody that neglected me as a child needs to spend time in fucking prison. So your good old boy Zach Rupees. But again, they cover. At least I told you, our old band teacher was literally like, I don't know if he actually like raped a kid or it was molestation or solicited pictures, but certainly it was a dude coming on to high school boys, and one of the other teachers. Like I just don't know what happened with it, but like kind of like covered up for him or stayed with him or something. It was just like this community is a It's fucking disgusting. And so shout out to anybody if I'm ever allowed to have a business, there will be a blacklist if you have associated with St. Francis of Sales, Ohio State University, or St. Paul or Central Ohio in any fucking way, and I know you will not work anywhere. So big shove, big call, flush, no, two. Don't like that from 9. I think he felt priced in. Didn't really watch this opening bets very closely. But with a flush showing, 2 aces out there and pocket 10s, that's throwaway betting. So we got 1 slump. We want to have a moment of silence for that guy who was bad betting. Oh, I was talking about Shark Tank Live. So this is certainly a callable hand. Let's call it. Let's have a go. Pocket pair. Higher pocket pair. No 3. I triple up. Oh, he triples up. Oh, we both triple up with pocket pairs. Pretty interesting. So I called that, again, pocket pair. Thinking a draw or a higher pocket pair. Would undisciplined bet from him. I wouldn't say undisciplined, but happened to have a higher pocket pair. I tripled up on the flop. He triples up on the turn. And then nothing. It was just 3 of a kind. But I don't even remember what the pitches were yesterday. It's kind of interesting live though. I definitely think I thought there was good dynamic. We'll certainly call here. Kings versus King Ace. On a flush draw. Hits the flush. Would I make that same? I wouldn't say I've never done that. Meaning called a shove with a 1 card, just 2 spades showing, 2 spades in the pocket. King Ace. Hit the flush. You're almost certainly gonna have the dominant, 100% the definite top hand. So. Certainly would have called of 1, just thinking about if I was 1 and if I was 5. So I have done what 5 has done before, not very often. I would certainly call if I was 1 on that type of shove. Or did someone have who had pocket 10s? Yeah, no. So 1 had pocket 10s, so I probably wouldn't have called with that out there. I don't think so, unless I'm mixing up the 2 hands. So no flush draw. I like ace low card suited. Check to fold. Hits nothing. Check to fold. Won't even. 1 bet hits me. Do I get it? I think I do. No, I don't. Somebody has something. Oh, higher off. Pocket 3s. Just took down some pocket 3s with the pocket 6s. My whole research career came and went. My whole musical career came and went. My whole YouTube career came and went. Given a shot at poker, which is not going to do anything, obviously. Nobody watches anything I do. They just steal it. Distribute it through their schools, such as Bexley High School. Pocket 3s. Do I want to call them pocket 3s? No. Definitely not with a call. No. Would consider it heads up with more than 1 person, and absolutely not. So full house. Ace was the base of the boat. Fill me up, Daddy. Fill me up. Ho. Tenho. Portuguesa. Tenho. Ho. Yes. Tibetan. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Nepali. Ramrocha. It's like nice. It's good. It's like a what I have written down. Ramrocha. It's like it's nice. Damicha. It's like it's great. Très is very très muy très. King 3 suited, big board, royal flush potential. Not for me. Any bet amount, absolutely. Way too many draws for me to continue on with my King 3 low card. And even when I get King low card, I like it to be off suit. It really does better. since my opening videos, what it hits, it seems to do. It do be like that. Overall, getting used to my Mac pretty well. I like it. It works well. Again, the first time I used iMovie, it got corrupted the first 2 times, and I have a problem since. My YouTube video yesterday didn't struggle to upload to YouTube. But that's got to be the internet connection and not the conversion software. Like I said, the video quality comes from your camera. So rendering speed and does this shit work is about the only thing that I see that differentiates a editing software. Ace Queen, hits 2 pair. What a bet on the river there. Maybe not a big bet, whatever you thought you'd get out of him. And there was no flush draw showing. Always got to bet. When you get the 2 pairs of 3 of a kinds, might not look like a great hand if you haven't played a lot of hands, but those typically always hit. Ace 2 suited. It's nothing. Shitty flush draw. No, super shitty straight draw. So high card with the 2 pair on the board. 1 card full house potential. No bet. I have the highest off card. Good chance they have neither a 5 nor a 7. If they do, they will call or raise. If not, I will get the pot. Give me the pot, daddy. So a high card takes it. So again, the probability of them having a 5 or 7, I don't know the exact probabilities, but my intuition says it's pretty low. There's a good time to bet a high ace, high off card. And it worked. Cool beans. Yeah, this is a $1 game, right? Yeah. So player 5 says nice hand. That wasn't to me. I think it was to player 7 or player 2. 6-8, all reds. Like Ocean's 11, when Brad Pitt and George Clooney are teaching them how to play poker. All reds. So absolutely nothing. Could fake a bet here. If he checks, I might, because he's the low stack. I'm the big stack. Might make sense to make a small bluff here. Yeah, we'll bet the pot. Hit absolutely nothing. If I get away with the bluff, always show it. So now they know I apply that pressure on the low blind. That was the low blind, but also a much smaller stack than me. So again, once you're in that lower stack, you're looking for absolute convincing hands or shove hands. Hopefully we'll see someone who dwindles down. They literally blind out. Like they'll just fold and keep folding. They're not like sitting out of the tournament. They're literally just folding. They're like waiting for a hand, and they literally go to 0. Like they can't even afford the next blinds. So that makes no sense ever. Pick a hand, make a decision, shove. Low pair, good kicker. We'll check through, see if we get any action. So big bet, definitely out. That's why I don't value bet there. See if anyone hit anything big on the flop. I would have, if I 1 bet or 2 bet, that would have been an instant snap fold from me. So, and again, with low pair, good kicker, after the turn, if everyone's checking or the bet sizes look absolutely like a joke, then I might throw in a value bet or limiting bet. You know what I'm talking about. Just a small bet, so it's like, see what they do. King 9. Diamonds, check to fold. Me 2 and 3 are about the same dynamics. 8 and 5 are about the same. 1's a little higher. But 8's 1 hand away from being the convincing low stack. Let's check it. It's literally nothing. Not even. I'll be the last person to check if there's no bets. If there's a bet, I fold. Or I could psych raise. I hit something. It's bluff. It's still a little bluffy this game. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Why have you forsaken me? So, yeah, that's why I don't bluff, because it's free chips. Sweet. So yeah, bluff did not succeed. And now 8 is now the same dynamic as 1. So good job, Brad. 8 there, checking an 8. Interesting. Good call from 8. If I was 8, I almost certainly, as a conservative player, almost certainly would have thought somebody hit the river pair. So checking through an 8 and then And then calling the pot bet as a low stack. Good job, 8. It was a very good call by 8. 225. Ace King 5, no flush. Double foldsies. 5 queen suited. I am out. How genuinely bad I just want someone to walk into my house and just fucking shoot me. Just come through that door right there. Blow my head off all over this fucking wall. Paint my wall with my brains, please. I want to live my life, and the answer is never. So 1 raise, 1 minute to the next blinds. My little fly friend is back. Sorry, I was thinking about some more Tibetan notes. Gosh. Or Nepali. I keep saying Tibet interchangeably when I think of Nepal. Definitely different countries. That's what happens. I literally, it's like when I walk into the gas station, they're literally speaking Nepali, and I can literally start deriving off of things I don't know the semantic meanings of. Because again, once you have 100% phonetics, it's just like there's no difficulty to anything. So the biggest thing is being able to enunciate and pronounce the fucking syllables to natives so they can hear it. The language is so intuitive; it's just really pronunciation, and then past that, again, association sound to letters, and building a vocabulary. Checking through Jack 9. Hits Jack on the river. We'll bet small. We don't think anyone's slow playing a ace. My guess is also a Jack on the river there. Now with the shove, I'm out of the way. Would have called the 3. Definitely out on the shove. Should call. Folds. So, ace 3. Wow. So slow playing a full house. Well done. Probably would have faked a value bet after the turn on that. Already had the full house secured, 100% the convincing dominant hand. I think he had it was ace 3, so there was no chance for 3 or 4 of a kind 3s. Would have value bet or a faked a value bet on the turn, and then checked. So then they get in that scenario where it's risky if you check and they check, then you miss an opportunity. So, not bad. Different type of strategy than I would typically take. Middle pair. Worked out well for him. He got a big bet on the river. Instant shove. Good shove. 1 looked like he was considering it. Well played 5. Queen 9, middle pair. Decent kicker. No flush draw. Ace will call a raise. That is an ace. Show me your ace, 1. Don't be a dick. Show me your ace. He had an ace. That was liar, pants on fire, fake news, ace. Bet that size might have been a 2 pair. Or 3 of a kind. It's always out there. Like your mom! Puta madre. So, nothing. Like Jack 4, getting those hands where you might hit a flush. 3 of a kind over here, something. Nah, no reason to call that. Absolutely nothing. Not a good high card. No flush draw. Jack 9 suited, 150 blinds. Slow game, getting good cards, but definitely slower pace than yesterday. Now yesterday's first place victory was, I think the video was only 47 minutes. And the other one that I placed was like an hour and 20. We started right around 1 o'clock today. That'd be a cool new dynamic, having a lot of people left once we start getting to antes and much higher blind stakes. I want to get into the world so fucking bad. Every single minute of every day. We'll bet here. A smart king would certainly check, but I like low pair. Good chance he doesn't have a king. Might fold. Does. Takes the pot. Secures the bag. Ooh, would have hit the 2 pair with the jacks and the kings. But yeah, I think that's my cousin texted us that, and I just responded. I wish someone would share my work or come in my house and shoot me in the head too. But I think I didn't even trail off about what the video was. My cousin sent a video of like golfers going up to the first tee, and the what's that dude called? What a flop to straight. The tee setter, the tee marker, the starter in golf in America, and comes up to him, and it's a TikTok comedy skit. It's like, you guys have anything in your bag? Like beers from outside, and they're like, oh no, and then the starter catches him, and then there's like a sniper dot right on his head, and the starter's like, take him out. So I was just like, yeah, why can't someone shoot me too? I have not lived a day of my life for real. I'm 29. 20 fucking 9. No one cares. So 1 card straight inside, two pair. I would have bet 2 pair there. Not a huge bet, but it was an inside straight draw. Extendo straight draw to the low end and to the high end. That was like a super extendo straight draw. But I would have bet something there as 2 pair. Not big. There's a big difference to me between betting what you think you can get out of them, and then again putting a bet in there where it's like, if they raise, you're gonna fold against a raise. Yeah, so this will be live stream tournament number 10. I really do like making these content. It's different than the more like the lecture type of format on all of my other series, which is like, I think this is literally 10 or 11. We have poker, we have television review and movie review, but let's call that 1. So movies and TV, poker, physics and math specific. That's from rhythm to algorithm, language, litigation, integration, all the other subjects. Learning language, learning the acoustic guitar, the exercise, and the food ones, which I can't eat. That's the only reason I'm not uploading those. So checks there. I didn't watch the hand very much. 3 of a kind aces, I would have bet a little more. I just didn't watch the hand that closely. But what else? I'll just check on my exercise and weightlifting. So that's 9 or 8 playlists. Poker, scientific lectures 2, television 1. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll call music a series. Now, what's one call it a series? Well, there's a different type of IP. So 6 economics, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 current like active lecture series, educational content things, and then a whole portfolio of music, and then a bar and a restaurant. I own CBD and rich alcohol in the entire country, and I can't make a penny because there are no laws. Oh, I hate America. This is the most disgusting human life that has ever existed, and people just don't fucking care. When I went to the bank yesterday, I tell her, she said she was born in the same year as me. So assuming I was born later in the year, September 10th. So almost certainly she's probably a little older than me. Most probabilistically, she's probably older than me since I was born later in the year. She was talking about her kids. It's like, I can't imagine getting a girlfriend, like for real. Like having a girl want me to have sex with her. Or let alone that, multiple times and date. And then start a family. 10 jack off suit, not a big fan play. So it's like people really don't get how socially isolated I've been in my entire life. Like I said, I wasn't tortured when I was a kid, but I was certainly neglected to the point of societal abuse. And then every minute of every day since college has been profound and extensive torture. Top pair, good kicker on the turn. We'll bet. Chance of a slow play of a 3 out there. No real flush draw. One runner with the hearts. I just want to see my name. When I see my name Bradley Boas on my mail, I just not fucking hate myself. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you hate me. I care that I hate myself. And you can't form dignity. You can't form identity. You can't form respect yourself without some sort of way to interact with society. Because I discovered scientific discoveries, and people can't accept them at the historical and social level. I personally get tortured. Everybody steals my fucking work, and they just privilege this conference, this thing. They never have to suffer. They never have to work. They just get handouts. And I teach everyone's fucking kids, and everyone lies. If I ever break out from underneath this pile of fucking shit, it is fucking on with everybody. Because you guys really cause death and suffering over this entire species, and no one cares. No one can care. So a lot of people in the hand with some big blinds. I'm thinking that's a lot of people with good pocket pairs, good draws, playing smart, just calling. Hopefully we see a big flop. Pretty big flop, not tremendo. We might not be going tremendo for new fettuccine at this new flop, but we might. I'm thinking slow play. A lot of people in. Let's see what happens. Pokey, poker, yeah. Triple nines. No straight draw. Maybe a potential flush draw with the heart could be betting with a raise here. I'm thinking that's an ace that hits. So now we have a flush draw. Now we have a straight draw. Now we have a tremendo for new fettuccine board. Future. Pluto. Shoves all in. That's a flush. That's a connection on the flush. Ooh! He got filled up though! Ew! That was nice. Completely understandable raise to shove from hitting the flush. I think it was ace high flush too. But nah, big homie ace said, nah, bro, I got that fully. It's a great hand. That was a good one. Great, well played by both. I think they both. The river was the flush and the full house. So again, another card that's there's no chance to see if there was any neutralization. Both people are gonna be betting big. Understandable from both. Well played. Straight draw, flush draw, all in. Might be on some tilt. Maybe not. 2-3 offsuit, I am out. 538 YouTube videos, 44 subs, and 0 subscriber interactions. Love to see it. The shove. Oh no, big pocket pair. Applying the pressure. Huge, convincing high stack versus convincing low stacks. Small and big blind. Throw them all in there, get the whoosh sound. Dominant pocket pair is what I'm thinking there. Or again, ace king suited, ace queen suited. But I still like to be more, because if you shove ace king suited and someone has pocket kings or pocket rockets, one of your cards is instantly neutralized. So aces, king nine, doubles up, good shove from one, understandable call from three. 9 and 4 suited, small blind. Already the 100, 200 blinds, only 3 slumps. Definitely a long, slow game. That long and slow. Guess who likes that? Tu puta madre. Bitch mother. But no, if we translated that on Narco, it's going to say motherfucker. No, puta is bitch. Madre is mother. Bitch mother. It's a 1-card pair. Yeah, we're gonna have a go. 1 card again. Nice. Big blind. Three spades showing. He's gonna be extremely wary. Place a bet there. Good job. There would have been a 1-card flush draw, which I would have checked there, and even if he has a 2 of spades, he would have checked through to see the pot. Now we get the rockets. Oh, we wanted somebody to shove. Could raise here. Let's just call. Because blind sides are big enough where 2 is nothing. If I'm calling, I'm certainly having something. Doesn't really matter. That happens to be rockets. 6, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9. Nice. It's one of the most epic boards the world has ever seen. It should have been 6, 9, 6, and then 6 on the turn, and then 9 on the river. So that would have been the best hand ever. Yes. Because there's no 0, so you can't get 420. So I will bet here. I will check, see if he checks the turn. If he bets here, it's a 6. And again, big blind, that's a card you could certainly have as a big blind. Just a random 6. So check there, no 6. 600 for the 6s. He will fold. Yes, nice. Secured the pot at the felt. And once again, coming to you live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Definitely not Black Lake, Ohio. King 8 out. Like the hand, not this point in the tournament. We have a small stack calling. Almost certain that's a shove. He's a little kitty cat ready to pounce. He's getting ready to jump. Decent board, so we'll get some betting here. 5's gonna shove. Do something. There it is. He's getting mental telepathy. That's it. Over the computer. Again, how much more behavioral cues I could get if I played in person? Bad call from 5. The stack size from 3 was big enough where he's going to call a shove if he had anything. He had 2 pair, and 5 had ace-10 offsuit with no pair. Undisciplined, even as low stack. If you want to shove that pre-flop. So as a low stack, he just called pre-flop. So then, once you see the flop and the dude has a middle pair with a good kicker and then the 2 pair. Again, I think the 2 pair was after the decision was made. But bad betting from 5 or 6 or whatever it is. Yeah, 5. So big shove from them. Again, maybe trying to get the whoosh sound. Putting 1 all in. Pocket pair. Good draw. Nine 6 suited. We need to switch the cards around. I need to say 6-9. Nice. Hits nothing. We'll check to fold. Easy to push me out here. 1. It's yours if you want it. Bet a little bit. There you go, and you have it. 7-10 hits nothing. You still had a higher off card than me, bro. 5-10. Do I play that? Nah, not for 100. Nope. "29 years on this fucking planet, not 1 minute of one day has been doing anything besides dealing with any other people's insecurities. Not 1 minute of one day. Go to school and learn. I'm already doing scientific research by the age I was speaking. So sit there for 20 years. Okay. Fuck, that's profound torture. Well, like I said, there was girls. I could at least try to go get a girlfriend. And it was like there was still like a potential. And now there's just nothing. Good God, I hate my life. And that's what happens when people have sex and have kids when they're not mature enough to raise them. Play games all day and compete and have fun. Now I'm 29 years of age. I've never had a girlfriend, never had a job. There's not anything I can do. I'm sitting here with $250,000 of legal cash, a little extra money of not so legal cash, and I have no time frame to get into society. It feels disgusting. I can't eat food. But America, yeah, we're gonna go again. We see an Iranian girl, getting. I didn't look into the story. I'll look into it for the language stuff. Obviously atrocious, but I hate hypocrites, and I hate when people don't clean up their own fucking shit first. And so seeing Americans talking about human rights as the world comes together to snuff me out and violate all of my human rights. And again, it's like a rapist or a serial killer saying, "Well, I didn't kill everybody. In fact, I didn't kill most people I met or walked past down the street." It's like, well, if you killed one, you're a murderer. If you killed a bunch, you're a serial killer. If you've committed fraud and treason and snuffed out scientific proofing for 20 fucking years, you facilitated wars and killed people. But again, when so many people are involved, that didn't happen. I'm going to go back to the AC/DC concert. I'm going to go to Burning Man and just have fun with the friends. Go to Andrew Schultz's comedy special with Akash. He knows he's from fucking India. Mumbai, probably. We're doing some France on Flagrant. France words. Lentement. Slowly. Everyone, when they're not confident in pronunciation, they speak real fast. Lentement. Lentamente. Slowly. Fold. How primitively disgusting it is to not be able to get a girlfriend to the point where you can't eat food. Again, if I could have sex with a girlfriend, then I would fucking, good God, be able to eat dinner tonight. My God, I can't eat. Everybody involved in snuffing out my fucking life, it is fucking on. Everybody that slandered my name in this community, if you don't have full pregnant, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, I'm going to sue you too. Criminal prosecutions and civil lawsuits for everybody in this DeSales, Ohio State community that slandered my fucking name. They're just shitty fucking people and you can't raise your kids. I'm gonna try to eat dinner tonight. I was eating better. Well, it just might be my natural cycle of my body. I guess I have some fat. I have no fat on my stomach. I don't have a lot. But I had visible ab definition when I was 220, man. Like I probably was more like, 18% body fat, but I still had some visible abs. And I was gaining for strength, and I would much rather be a little thicker. A very thick noob on Xbox, for fuck's sake. But I can't eat, and nobody cares. And everybody else is so privileged they can eat whatever the fuck they want, so they're on diets. I can't begin to express how demoralizing and degrading it is to have people be like, oh, you're thin, or you look good, and I can't fucking eat a fucking dinner. And then I have to wake up every day. Every minute of my thought is, how do I eat, not die? I need to eat and sleep. So, fuck everybody in this country, man. And again, oh my god, seeing people care about social issues. And again, it's not like I don't need people to cross the world and cross the 7 seas and do something extremely difficult. Everyone watches YouTube. Just click on my videos. And then I don't even need to be a big YouTuber. I don't need to get 50,000 subscribers. I just don't feel dead inside every day. But that's the fun thing, is if I'm not alive to see this fucking world change, which I doubt I will be, then you guys are going to die 1,000 times. You guys are going to face 1,000 times the punishment you fucking would if you've taken ownership for your responsibilities. Flush, straight flush potential. Definitely a flush. Maybe even a straight flush potential. I'm definitely thinking a flush connection there. But yeah, so the people can watch me suffer until I'm dying. I can tell. I'm not exaggerating. I'm saying my life quality is 0. I struggle to eat food. There is nothing more degrading than that. You need to eat food to survive. And I don't generate a natural appetite because people won't let me socialize. So yep, Ryan Maloney, remember when you worked in Wisconsin, you had a girlfriend and your family came and visited you and shit? Yeah, man, I haven't had a single meaningful social interaction. I would say ever, but like a single social interaction since having lunch with Brendan O'Connell one time in like 2017 or 18, in which he played Joe Rogan's. Like, do you listen to Joe Rogan? It's literally like Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan talking about me like 10 minutes ago. It's like, people will not acknowledge that I've done something. They can't because it offends them because they were taught to compete over everything. So if there's a winner, if he won all of science, no, we need to kill people so we can have a king and queen. We can have the Pope. No, your stupid kids can't fucking learn without stealing from me. I don't give a fuck about anybody. We got a big shove here. I'm gonna be getting some shoves now. 2 people to get into the money, all about the same dynamics. 8 might be a little kind of, more of a high stack. But again, blinds, 300, 150 antes. So 450 chips, or 1 blind flight is 400, like 1 cycle is 450. So yeah, that's like, 5 hands maybe. I don't know, just ballparking. Some fractions. Shove again here. I can never feel safe enough to eat food and file lawsuits. I'm filing every single one. Every case, every charge, no exceptions, no leniency, no nothing. And again, hundreds of thousands of interactions with people saying, hey, that's a science proof. Hey, that taught me something. They do say that. But even it's all a carte. I've done so much scientific proofing that anytime I interact with somebody, I demonstrate a logical proof. I teach them something. And then they just shut down whenever the fuck they don't like it, and society says you can because there's no values here. Every person I've ever met, Tim Dune, we don't need to talk about that anymore. Why? Because it offends you, man? Well, guess what? You have a medical license from a state stealing from me, which taught you, and you're so fucking pathetic, you won't click on my videos. So no, we're not going to stop talking about it, Tim Dune. Again, never trust that piece of fucking shit with medical advice. Too incompetent. Too fucking incompetent. I was his fucking lab partner in high school. Dude can't fucking do shit. He can follow orders, be a little bitch. Yeah, go to school, steal from Brad, and just fuck that piece of fucking shit. I'm gonna load up 3 beers for the poker game. And this is how fat, again, like I said, I drink 14 to 16 beers a day. And this is the pace that I drink them at. So did the fat Bulgarian bitch at Grafton Park. Oh, it's the alcohol. No, it's being profoundly more intuitively aware than every other fucking organism fucking alive. He knows. Be nice. Fuck you. No. Enforce the law. No. Torture me and then tell me to be nice. Kill yourself. But then, yeah, I'm a grown-ass man, so I get liver cirrhosis and die at 60. Someone could walk into my house now and kill me, and I'd be thankful. So, salud. I've whittled down to a small stack. Okay, this is one blind flight. But bottom pair, middle pair, huge flush draw showing. I'm thinking it's a value bet. I'm going to call it. See if I can play disciplined as the low pair. We'll check again, because I do have something. No more flush. Nice. So now I will bet here. Try to limit him any big raises. Nice. Well played. So he was probably playing a one-card straight draw. Big stack going against a small stack. Very easy to have a conservative player fold there. Good bet from him. I called off intuition. Turned out to be well. Didn't get any further clubs. Well played by both. Woo. Yeah, Tim Doon and Ryan Maloney, if you guys ever try to do something in your life, I'm going to do everything in my business power to snuff it the fuck out. You guys are just privileged. You guys never have to do anything besides sell shit and then go get a job. Go get a job. Just go bounce around. After Dune Buggy was pissing all over himself at Morgan's house, and I went to college and made some friends. And I was literally in Philadelphia, retired in Philadelphia. One of my good friends, I heard from him once at a Blue Jackets game, because he would never include me in your group, right, Tim? As we said in that car ride, right? You like that. You like that explanation. You don't want me to be included in your group. Well, I can't eat food now because I'm not allowed to socialize. So you can go to jail. Shout out Rob and Kathy, dude, for not raising your fucking kids. Again, how many languages do you guys speak? How many businesses do you own? How much educational content have you put into the world to help educate people? Oh, that's right. You're not educated. You just follow orders and blurt out sentiment because you can't think. Fucking retard. $560,000 of legal cash, and I bought a house because people wouldn't give me a time frame, and I would much rather be living on $100,000 a year traveling. But hey, yeah, most prodigious linguist ever, and I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I'm not allowed to talk to anybody. I have to bust some shit out the gas station because I'm not allowed to be a scholar. And again, if I had a native speaker who, again, knew word for word and I had a dictionary, again, I can articulate the sounds instantly. When it says speak another language, it's like I can make all the sounds. I can speak them all right now. Know enough semantic meanings to carry conversation. Again, probably 10. Trained phonetically, where I've listened to songs and music and culture enough where it's like I know the words and it just this means that. 35. And I just stopped because why? There's no point. It's not everyone's saying the same shit, and once you get to a mutual language, you understand. It's like who cares? I want to feel safe, I want to feel happy, I want to eat food, I want to have a family, and the answer is never. A very slow poker game today. We probably will get to the next points as well. All about even dynamics. Two people need to get eliminated to get to the money. And seriously, when it's go, again, it's like, I never neglect my health, but I can't fucking eat properly and sleep properly. My God. Dan Garrick needs to go to fucking prison. What was the other? I told you the story of when people really wanted me to give the valedictorian speech. And I remember literally thinking, I was like, why would I ever speak kindly of people who literally used me as a slave, as a pawn? I got into no colleges. You didn't. Again, I told you they didn't. When I first went to high school, they didn't tell me you could take more than one math class at a time. So I couldn't get to like calculus 2 before leaving. Like I said, there was a couple kids in our grade that took like calculus BC or calculus 3 or some adjacent thing, or not adjacent, but thing with OSU, which is some program for high school students. And so they didn't tell me that right the first time I went to the fucking to the DeSales High School. I literally think my percentage grade average over every class I've ever taken in high school was 95 or 96%. Ace 8, suit, nah, not at this point in the tournament. And then I told you about Karen Scott telling me, oh, you can't take all those AP classes, they're really hard. And then the entire thing, the only thing I've ever done in school listen to middle-aged men and women just teach fucking things incorrectly and get offended about how articulate my voice is and how well I can construct logic. So there's not a single fucking teacher that I've had that I think kindly of. There's not a single fucking teacher that treated me well. Well, big blind. 4-6 suited would like the hand as big blind suited with a shove. Nah. So we're all in shove territory. Slow game. There's going to be a lot of shoves till someone gets knocked out. Well, until the game's over. Yeah, but then and then after they wanted me to give the valedictorian speech. What was it? It was Julie Barber. And Julie Barber pulled me aside. What was the other? There was like a way of like a fat Jim Jones, not the rapper Jim Jones, but he pulled me in his office to give the speech. Tom Newbert pulled me in his office to give the speech. Rob Dvorak told me in class to give the speech. And then my buddy Tim got offended. Why would Brad give the speech? Tim, how can you speak, you stupid fuck? Why would Brad ever do anything? Why would Brad be allowed to do anything? Me. And guess what everybody else is saying in their head? Me. Yep, well now guess what? Me. And go to fucking jail and use your fucking medical license, you pile of fucking garbage. Jack suited, not a bad hand to play against the big blind, just not at this point in the tournament. I'm looking to shove. So King 7, he might have called if I shoved there. Again, so we're in antes, again we're all in the hands, but again the antes really don't. You would to me you would shove before you would get to a point where the antes would really matter in terms of like dynamics. There are a lot of people in the hand, so it takes a while to get back to the big blind. Let's say there's 5 people in there, so that's 150 chips. So that's one small blind is your ante to get to the big blind again. So it doesn't really change the dynamics. It just makes the pots valuable. So I guess I'd say it would change the dynamics. Any decently good hand, whereas opposed to early in the tournament when you're like slow playing the flop or this or that, if there's antes and the pot's big enough, and at this point we're all about the same type of deal. Me and 2 are getting kind of down there, but again with the blind size is so big, where it's all still pretty much the same shove potential from everybody. The quest for human dignity. Again, thousands of people, hundreds of families, all types of different disciplines and ways people could have helped me. And the answer is absolutely not. And it's funny. I just that scene of Eric Weinstein and Lex Friedman talking, saying, "Oh, I thought you were talking about, maybe we should talk about Brad, and we would go to jail." Eric Weinstein, I'm going to see to it you go to fucking jail, man. I can't eat food. I hope your children literally cannot eat food. I'm a man of equality. You set the rules, and that's what they are. And then they move the goalposts. I'm not talking about COVID. I'm talking about fucking constitutional rights. You say there's constitutional rights in this country, well, it takes 1 minute, 10 years, 10,000 years. All you people tweeting it, posting it, sued. 3 of a kind, all in, good bet. I didn't see what 3 called with. So he's in on the ante. I'm sorry, I didn't see what he called with. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Never had a girlfriend, never made a single real friend in my entire life. And I knew it. Like I said, I knew it when it was happening. When you go from like 14 to 19 and you just see how people just like, slowly become their parents. So he had a slump. He was all in just on the blinds. See, that's a hand where you make sure you raise them all in. I don't know if the chip stacks are about the same where they couldn't, but. So now we have 400, 200. We have made it to the other blinds. Raises me, well done, big stack, easy push out. Again, you'll see that all the time. If one has anything next hand, he will raise as well. Again, blind size is so big, applying pressure to me and to 2 makes the most sense. I will fold. 8, 9, like it, not at this point in the tournament. 2's got to hit his big blinds. So, if he takes the blinds here, he'll be able to get through another hand. That's certainly a thought in the tournament of simply blinds this big if I can get to another hand. So King Jack versus King Queen. We need a Jack for the slump. Come on, Jimmy. No Jimmy. So pretty much redistribution of funds. Same type of dynamic. 8 has a couple hundred other chips as opposed to what 2 had. King 9, I will shove. Let's see, there's a thought. Take the blind. Not a terrible hand. Certainly could get called. If not, I get 600 blinds. King 9, baby. Hit a pair. Oh, triple threes, full house. I am out. So, slow game, pocket pair, easy call at that point in the tournament. King 9, not a bad shove in anyway. Blinds were high, slow game, didn't get to the money. What would rather, again, once the blinds are that big, if we got to the money, it would still just be the same dynamic of shoving, and see who gets in the first place. So, played fine, super slow game. Typical thing for the poker playthrough tournaments. And again, I just want to be treated like a human being. Article 1, Section 8, Subsection 7 of the Constitution. I have a right to my writings and my discoveries. I have discovered more than any human being that has ever walked on this fucking planet, and I get treated like an animal. And so the instant I'm allowed into the society, I'm going to kick you guys the fuck out. No, it's just statement of law enforcement, that is it. So thanks for watching. I'm sure nobody's watching this at all. And I hope somebody comes in my house and kills me. I will never live a day of my fucking life. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your free shit.